How many, what is the preferred mobile app that you guys are using? Instagram? Snapchat? How many of you use Snapchat? No, Snapchat is a safe app to use. There's nothing to hide about it.
You ask the other way, how many are not using it?
Okay, how many of you are not using Snapchat? Yes, I think this is the more intelligent way to find out. Yes. So, people who are using Snapchat, when you send a photograph, do you think that photo is only available to be viewed once? How many of you think so? So, I mean, a connected point here is anything that goes on the internet has a very long memory. It can and it does exist in some form or the other over the internet. If you upload a photograph, and you may think that you have deleted it, but you don't really delete it. It does not get deleted. It gets stored either in some backup server, or it is shared on a different platform where you cannot delete. Let's say I upload a photograph and my privacy settings are open for all. Somebody can share it, and if I delete my photograph, it does not guarantee that the other person will delete that as well. So anything we are sharing on the internet, that has almost a permanent memory. So we should be careful about what we are sharing. Next, I mean, this is very common. I think all of us might have done it at some point of time. How many of you have created a fake profile of a friend just for a prank? None of you have created a fake profile ever. So some of you are smiling. I guess you have created so. So let's be clear that creating someone's identity over the internet is a punishable offense. It's punishable with 3 years of imprisonment. So it's not a joke that you create a fake profile of any of your friends. It's not for fun. There can be unimaginable damages. Let's say I pretend to be one of my friends, I create a fake profile and I start chatting with people and spreading rumors or for that matter praises also. But the fact is that those praises or rumors are not genuine, and the kind of damage it can cause to the other person, that probably we are not in a position to measure. Therefore, it becomes very important that identity theft, as we call it, or creating a fake profile, we should never indulge in it. It may seem as a harmless crime or a harmless activity, but it is not so. It can have unimaginable consequences, and the best way is that we steer away from this. Okay. So, every time we hear that there is some kind of harm on the internet, we may become addicted, our privacy may be breached, our safety is at risk, it can cause psychological disorders, it can have impact on our interpersonal relationship, etc. But I think it's very important that we realize that these tools, internet media, etc. have much larger positive consequences as well. So we'll try to list out few positive consequences so that we understand what we are dealing with. We should not attach a negative connotation with cyberspace so that we become afraid and stop using it or avoiding it altogether. So you guys only tell me what are the positive benefits of using internet or cyberspace. Does it serve any purpose to you? Anybody? Uses? So everybody is using, yes please. Communication, perfect. So we have education, communication, and would anybody like to add anything more to it?
Online games.
Online games. Yes, that is a form of entertainment if we're responsible enough about it. So, as all of us are aware it has so many positive uses. It can be used for education, for information, for staying updated, for entertainment, for investment, for business, for ordering food even, for connecting with your friends, for good tool which has revolutionized how we interact with each other and how we go about our daily life. And there are certain consequences which can be negative. Effort should be that we should avoid it and reduce its negative consequences. And again, the steps to do that are very simple. One, do not overshare. So I think there was a poster in the exhibition in which one of you had drawn a painting in which you have soap, brush, toothbrush, etc. And you are saying that if you are not sharing this, why are we sharing everything else? So whatever you are eating, you are uploading it on Instagram. Wherever you are going, our focus is more on creating a good reel out of it than to see what is around there. So the point is, again, we don't need to overshare. Second point is, and I'm sure all of us already know, I'm just repeating it so that we do not become victims. I think the aim here is that we may go a cyber safe state. So in that initiative, again, the second point is respect your own privacy. How do you do that? Do you choose your privacy settings in whatever apps you use, WhatsApp, Instagram, whatever you use, do you choose it appropriately? So there are appropriate privacy settings based on what you are trying to do in that app, and you should choose accordingly. Because let's say someone has uploaded a profile picture, I can misuse it in so many ways. So it's our responsibility that we protect our profile picture or photo by choosing appropriate privacy settings. Third is, this is very common. How many are any of us in habit of writing passwords on a piece of paper and keeping it somewhere in our house? Because I know a lot of people who do that. So the analogy that I usually use is, so when we lock our houses using a key, we do not keep the key over there. We keep the key at a safe place or in our personal possession. So when we write passwords are those key to those locks. So we cannot put a password and stick that over the desktop. We cannot use an ATM card and write the pin on the reverse of the ATM card. So we have to exercise precautions with respect to safety of our information. Fourth thing is, let's say we become a victim of crime or any kind of harm on the internet space. What is our first response? What should be our first response? Report to whom? Parents. Perfect. So, for all of our students, I would like to repeat it again. It's this: no shame in becoming a victim of cybercrime. There are people out there who are trying very hard to to make someone fall to their tricks. So there is no shame in becoming a victim of cybercrime. So the first step is that you report it, you discuss it with persons whom you trust. And parents are generally in a very good position to guide us. So whenever anything happens over the internet, do not try to brush it under the carpet. Go and discuss it with your parents. Then there are so many ways. We can report it online, we can approach local police, we can approach the support staff of that particular app, etc. There are so many things. But the first thing is, do not try to brush it under the carpet, and try to have faith that your parents or your guardian or whoever you are trusting will make the right call on your behalf to take you out of the problem. So fourth thing is, though all of us who are using passwords, everybody knows that you have to create a strong alphanumeric password, but we generally don't do that. In fact, there was a survey in which the most common password was, some 40% users had that password, which was 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So let's say if you have to save ourselves, we have to take precautions. Only for the sake of ease, we cannot put passwords, such generic passwords like 1 till 8. Because anybody, whoever has malicious intent, they would try to punch in the same password. So whenever we are using any device, we have to change our passwords. We have to use alphanumeric passwords, and we should have different passwords for different accounts. Why? The reason is very simple. If I know password for one of your accounts, I can use it on different platforms as well. So this is the last thing. So let's say we become victim of financial frauds. I mean, as children, it's also our duty to educate our parents or guardians. So let's say one of them become a victim of financial frauds per se. So there's a helpline number called 1930. I want all of us to memorize this number, 1930. So this is a toll-free number. Whenever you become a victim of cybercrime, financial frauds, you have to call on this number and then you have to report it there. The sooner we report it, the better and the more the chances that the criminal will be caught and the money will be saved. So 1930, in fact, one of the students in the poster, they have written this. They have drawn a poster on how to create awareness. So this is one number that you should memorize. It's available on the internet. Even if you search how to report a cybercrime, you'll get this number. So I just want all of you to carry this message that whenever there's a crime, you can reach out to us or on this helpline number. So with this, I would like to extend my thanks once again for inviting me here, and I wish all of our students and teachers a very bright future, and that will be using the internet in a responsible manner so that we reap all the benefits and we do not become victim of anything, and we may proudly call ourselves as responsible netizens. Thank you very much.
Aware by the information that you have shared with us. Thank you so much, sir. We have come to an end, then students. We have arrived early morning, and so we want to thank you all, and for that I would like to invite.
It's a great opportunity today for all of us, basically through Cyber Wellness Center which has been started in Goa recently by Mr. Unmesh Joshi and his team. The first one of its kind that he has come up with an idea is to have a drawing competition for a younger generation, and from 5th to 7th and from 8th to 9th. I believe there were around about 10,000 participants across Goa's schools. 100 schools have participated, and we see the amount of pictures which are there, the creative ideas which have come up. It's really wonderful. These are the real ambassadors, the brand ambassadors, what I can say, who can help in killing off these crimes. If these people can take it further in their school, I'm sure a child who's of now 5th standard till he goes in 10th, he will try to create that awareness about all these type of cyber crimes which are happening. What is good, what is bad, where you shouldn't click, and where you should draw a line that this is harmful, or we need not open this site at all, or we not reply to this email. So I believe if you can just go through these pictures, every picture will say you something. Stranger danger, then there's a nice the prize winning picture which I have seen the poster. There's a hook of fishing. There's a mobile where a boy tries to fish a girl and he gets it to the hook. So some creative ideas which have come in from these children, and really hats off to the ideas which have been thrown up to all of us to open our eyes. So this exhibition should be open for longer time, and government and people should encourage youngsters to come and have a look, see this and go through these pictures. And I would rather request Unmesh Joshi that if we can make greeting cards out of this, the smaller miniatures, and they can be sold to all corporate houses and business, and even ministers and MLAs who send us greetings during Chaturthi, Diwali, the New Year. This social message has to be going out. So thank you, dear friend. God bless you.
Thank you so much. So Cyber Wellness Center Goa has organized this competition for all schools in Goa, and we got amazing response from 110 schools, more than 10,000 participants, and children had expressed their thoughts on cyber safety amazingly through these images and posters. So we request all Goakers to visit this exhibition. This is for 2 days, and we are trying to keep this exhibition in other parts of Goa. Please remember that there is a cyber wellness center in Panjim in Goa. Whatever cyber distress you are facing, you are losing money, or you are facing any cyber crime online, or there is a dependency on gadgets, children are using mobile phones more, or playing games, we are there to help you. There is a free of cost counseling available at this center. So please do visit at center. There is a helpline also, 7353107353. You can call on this helpline number, and please do visit for this exhibition. Thank you very much.
Who was the guest today?
Guest for this? This program was attended by SP Cyber, Mr. Shivendu Bhushan, Mr. Gavrish Dhon, Ms. Pratima Dhon, Harshada Kirkar, and Pallavi ji from Goa Chamber of Commerce. These were the guests for today's program, and almost 20 school students, 150 students attended this program, and there are 20 award winners for this program.